Shifflet, shot A, take one, mark.
Okay. And looking over here, Bob, and Jason, what I want you to do is just tell Bob, like, the very beginnings of when we started with you all, and we had the box, and we had the features.
Oh boy. What exactly do you want to know?
Well, I just want to know, like, the journey up until now. Right now, you have 6 stores on Spanish. Is that right, Philip? 9 stores. 9 stores with Spanish, and we got together again and we re-engaged, and just an overview. We got film to burn, so we'll just get in the groove.
Yeah, so in the beginning we had Spirit phone systems, 6-button phone systems that we finally upgraded to Meridian phone systems. And back in the day it was 6 phone lines, 7 phone lines, and then enters. You want new Sudus or Sudus?
Yeah, new Sudus, just the way it is. Yeah.
Okay, so in the beginning, we had 6-button Spirit phone system that got upgraded to the Meridian phone system, and then entered Sudus phone system. Sudus phone system at the time had unlimited lines, no busy for our customers, message on hold for our customers, ringtones that you could choose, intro messages, on hold messages, callback messages. The opportunities were endless with what you could do with the phone systems when Sudus entered the picture. As that's progressed, now Sudus can have call overflow, can have call centers answer your calls, can have do not disturb. We've just been blown away with the capabilities of the Sudus phone system.
Shifflet, day 1, take 2.
Awesome. And Jason, just start us from the very beginning there, and start us from the very beginning here, and tell us how how we started off together, how many years ago it was, and then the support that we've given you, and building the technology then and coming into now, and then tell us that story if you can.
Is this camera on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, in the beginning, over 15 years ago, when we had 6-button Spirit phone systems, we noticed a. Let me start over. Let's say, in the beginning, over 15 years ago, there were 6-button Spirit phone systems that then got. Let me think about words for a minute. In the beginning, over 15 years ago, when we started with AT&T Spirit 6-button phones, we migrated to a new technology that was made available to us through the new Sudus phone system. The Sudus phone system at the time had no more busy lines, had unlimited lines for use, inbound and outbound. We had call attendant, we had pre-recorded messages, we had customer callback messaging, we had call overflow, and the unique opportunities that it presented to us to be able to grow our sales was immense. Now, fast forward to even earlier this year, we had a major outage with our phone system, particularly the inbound carriers, be that AT&T and Verizon. Customers were trying to call from their cells, and no joy, no calls were able to come through. What happened? New Sudus came to the rescue. Within 45 to 60 minutes, we were able to have a call center designation. Let me start over for a second. Are you wanting to know the features in the beginning?
Yeah, that was an excellent take. Just back it up a little bit. to that morning.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Okay, and action, Jason.
Recently, we had a major outage with AT&T and Verizon with cellular customers not being able to call into our stores. We scrambled because it was a Friday morning and we did not want to be without the business that was inbound to our store. We made an emergency phone call to New Sudus, and the team at New Sudus scrambled. Within 45 to 60 minutes, they had additional phone lines added to our system that we could then forward our inbound calls to, and a remote call center was able to process those calls, and it went right into our computer system just like an online order. We went from being down and dead to being up and alive for an entire Friday and Saturday of business. It was exemplary.
That was beautiful. Can you go back and tell that same story and just give us some numbers with those stores we lost or something like that? Okay, and Take two.
You mean start over?
Yeah, start over. That was a great take, though. That was awesome. I just want to get some numbers in there.
Most recently, we ran into an emergency situation where on a Friday morning, no phone calls were coming in. It was on the cellular side of our customers trying to make inbound phone calls. We couldn't hear them. We couldn't talk to them. We couldn't call them back. We couldn't get the business. You're talking about stores doing $6, $8, $10, $12,000 days, and suddenly the business would be over. Over. What did we do? We called New Sudas. New Sudas, within a matter of 45 to 60 minutes, had those calls going to an outbound call center that then dropped into our stores with our pulse system, and we were back up in business, back open on a Friday and Saturday. Let me do it again.
Yeah, that was good.
Shifflet, day one, take 3.
Great. And action, Jason.
In the beginning, over 15 years ago, we migrated from AT&T Spirit 6-button phone system to the Sudas phone system. The Sudas phone system allowed us to have unlimited calls. Customers were no longer getting busy signals. We had an auto attendant message, an on hold message, a customer callback message. We had call analytics that we didn't have before. Life was great. What happened even recently is things got even better. On a Friday, imagine opening your store and all of a sudden no incoming phone calls. AT&T? No. Verizon? No. What's the problem? We didn't know. What did we do? We called New Sudas. New Sudas, within a matter of 45 to 60 minutes, had all of our inbound calls routed to the remote call center. And that resulted in us being able to have business for a Friday or Saturday. Imagine not having sales $6, $8, $10, $12,000 day in the garbage. New Sudas came and saved our bacon. Thanks, New Sudas.
Mark and Bob.
Shifflet, day 1, shot B, take 1.
And Jason, tell us the old Sudas to new Sudas story to the new Sudas Plus story and what recently happened. And action.
I was just telling my team earlier today, about 15 years ago, our phone systems went from worst to first. We had 6-button Spirit phone systems where we were limited to 6 phone lines. We upgraded to the Sudas phone system, and all of a sudden, no more busy signals, no more line limitations. Incoming call auto attendant, on hold auto attendant, customer callback, analytics, answered on time percentages. It was amazing. Fast forward to just a few months ago, we had a catastrophic situation. Imagine answering your store's phones on a Friday morning and you can't hear the customer. AT&T and Verizon both had incoming issues with their carriers, and we didn't know what to do. We were going to be down. We were going to be closed that day for incoming phone lines. I mean, imagine an $8, $10, $12,000 day and no sales. What did we do? We called our friends at New Sudas. What did they do? They jumped into action immediately. Within 45 to 60 minutes, they had every store set up where they would be able to accept incoming calls at the remote call center, and the orders flowed right into our online ordering system seamlessly. Crisis averted. Thanks, New Sudas.
Shifflet, day 1, scene Pedigo, shot 1, take 1.
Philip, tell us. You're gonna look at Bob. Oh, cool. You're gonna look at Bob and just tell us, what a little bit like what the beginning, and then tell us about this weekend. What you remember your first experience with old students and how we, supported you over the years.
So, Sudas has been around a long time. We've been working with Sudas for over 15 years, and it's been amazing. From starting to where I first started with Domino's, and we had these old phones, and you could not even hear customers. You could not hear them. It was hard to take orders. We were replacing phones every month, and Sudas came to the rescue. We got new phones. We were able to replace those, and it was HD quality, great quality. Could hear the customers. Features galore. We could hear, there were customer calls were recorded. We could train team members. We were able to see what was going on inside the stores and not have to worry about the phones and not taking orders. And as it grew, the features grew, and they worked with us, and it got better. And we were able to forward phone calls to call centers. And we were able to, if we had any outage, they would answer the phone and they take care of that immediately. They even went above and beyond because we always had internet problems and we were using VoIP as we progressed. And they helped us develop a backup. And I think we were the first ones to actually get it. And if we lost our internet, the phones would switch over in like 60 seconds to a backup Verizon cell card, and we would have phones again, which is great because we would lose no phones. We would even gather more because other people around us didn't have phones, and we were getting all those phone calls. So we were able to use those features and progress. And even most recently, where we had outage with Verizon and AT&T, phone calls were not coming in. We made one little phone call to Sudus, and not 60 minutes later, we were back up, and they were taking our orders through a call center, dropping them in online until the back-end systems got fixed through the phone carrier, and then we swapped right back. So we always have that backup now, and they just jumped to that really quick. And without Sudus, we would have missed $6,000, $7,000, $15,000 days at our stores. So we were very fortunate, and we really thank New Sudus.
Shifflet, day one, scene Pedigo, shot 2, take 1.
Okay, and get in position, Bob. Let me check the eye line, look at him, Philip. Okay, and we're gonna take that one more time, and yeah, go walk us through that morning calls a little more in detail. And action, Philip.
The one morning, it was Friday morning, and we got into the stores and started getting phone calls from the managers, and none of the phones were working. Some phones were coming in, but we couldn't hear anybody. Some phones weren't even ringing, and customers are driving to the store saying they can't get in touch with us. And that's terrible on a Friday. So we immediately called New Sudus, and they came to the rescue, and within 60 minutes, they had phone numbers set up that went to a call center where we could forward these phone calls to. And we did that quickly, and we're able to take all those phone calls immediately. And they answered those phone calls, took the orders, were able to process them, including the credit cards, and drop those in online. We were able to take all those sales. And these were sales of $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 days, Friday and Saturday. And we would be dead in the water if it wasn't for that. We might as well just send everybody home. Wasted labor, wasted food, wasted entire day. And as everybody knows, we've got to live and die by our phone calls and our sales. So thanks to Sudus, we were able to succeed. Thank you, Sudus.
Shifflet, day 1, scene Taylor, shot 1, take 1.
Thank you, Bob. Okay, and let's get Bob situated. Give me an eye line on that, Charlie, to Bob. Okay, and just tell us a little bit about your experience with New Sudus Plus, and you're going to say New Sudus Plus because these guys started in the beginning, but you're going to say New Sudus Plus in your experience, okay? And action, Taylor.
All right, now. So I've been around 21 years.
Wow.
New Sudus Plus.
Wait, start again. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go.
No, vividly remember starting our relationship with New Sudus Plus because Jason always said it was so important to have more phone lines than we needed. So we always had 6 phone lines, and then 7 phone lines, and then 8 phone lines, and then one day we had infinite phone lines. And that was a big deal because we said no to no customers, which is what we're all about, is saying yes to customers and taking in everything that we possibly can to take care of the customers. In fact, we are always the first to open and the last to close, which is why I remember specifically a day that Philip Pedigo, our Vice President of Administration, called me in a panic because our customers couldn't call the stores. I was on my way to our newest location, which had opened up at record volume, one of the busiest openings I think Domino's has probably ever had. And I'm going to this store, and Philip says, you need to get here right now because customers can't order. They're trying to call the store, the phones aren't ringing, we can't call them out, we can't hear them, and this is gonna kill us. And we're talking about $12,000 Fridays. It was a Friday when this happened. So I get to the store, and Phil was on the phone with New Sudus Plus at the time. And he hangs up and he says, I need you to call all 9 of the stores right now and make sure that the calls go through. And I'm like, well, you just said they were down. So I call all 9 stores in a line, and all 9 of them are picked up by a call center, and they're taking orders. And they said, yeah, this is the location. I had to verify the address. I said, this is the location, and they verified the address with me. All 9 stores said, Phil, they're all up, they're all good. And he goes, great, New Sudas did the job. And they had flipped us over to a call center on the fly in less than an hour, because they also believe that we should be the first to open and last to close, and we don't say no to anybody. So thank you, New Sudas, for saving a Friday. Made my life a little bit less stressful and awesome, and we appreciate them. So.
Shifflet, day 1, Spanish Tailor, shot 1, take 1.
And look at Bob. Let's see how the eye line is. All right. And action. Tell us about that Spanish call center, John.
Yeah, I mean, something that we appreciate about New Sudas is that they...
Can you just do New Sudas Plus again?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Action.
Yeah, something I really appreciate about New Sudas Plus is that they care about our customers feeling comfortable, specifically in speaking in their own language. I remember the first time I heard the special Spanish hotline chime in a store and looking around like, what is that noise? Is that a new internet alert? And it wasn't, it's New Sudas. And the alert let us know New Sudas was handling a call, a customer, somebody that we want to take care of in a way better than we could take care of, which is just amazing. So thanks again, New Sudas, for the Spanish hotline and taking care of those customers.